In the first reading from the book of Sirach today, there's a line, "The fruit of a tree shows the care it has had." Now we have the image, and it's very easy to talk for a long time about don't criticize people about the little speck in their eye when you have a huge wooden thing in your eye. So I'm not going to talk about that. That's too easy. The more difficult issue is the tree that is cared for. And in the gospel, there is much about a tree that bears good fruit is a good tree. And a bad tree will bear bad fruit if it bears fruit at all. I wonder, why would a bad tree be bad? Maybe it is that it wasn't cared for. Trees are rooted. We are rooted in the care we have received from others and from ourselves. Harsh treatment by others and harsh treatment especially by ourselves will make our tree bent, crooked, preoccupied with itself and not being able to give fruit. But a good tree, good, cared for by ourselves, by grace, by God, by others, receiving care, like a tree receives water, sunshine, nourishment. In my early Jesuit life, I was a tree carer. We transplanted trees, and I was in charge of watering them and making sure that the strong winds didn't blow them over, so we tied ropes around them against the strong wind. We cared for those trees. That was a long time ago, and I have visited those trees, and they're strong, tall, and bear fruit according to their tree. What is a tree that is cared for? What is its fruit? What is our care for ourselves? What is the fruit of that? Is it self-preoccupation? No, a tree extends its arms of welcome to birds where they can find rest. They receive the breeze and the wind, not knocked over, but cared for by the wind. Yeah, I don't know if you know how trees grow tall. They grow tall because of the stress of wind on the root system. And it leans and it puts out need for stability, so its roots increase to keep the tree stable. It's amazing. And the more stress, the more growth. It's amazing. So they grow tall in order to give welcome. We then are like trees. We have to let ourselves be cared for by God, by ourselves, by others. We have to receive the wind and the rain and the sun of life. The trees also give shade to people on their journeys. They welcome strangers. They welcome friends. They say, "Come, receive what I can give." That's fruitfulness. A good tree allows welcome, welcomes strangers, doesn't frisk them, investigate them, welcomes them. That's a good fruit of a tree. The tree gives its life for betterment of others. Maybe that's ultimately the good fruit that Jesus is talking about. A good tree bears good fruit. Is it a good tree because it bears good fruit? No. It bears good fruit because it is a good tree. We, listening to the gospel, listening to the reception of the Eucharist, body of Christ, it's a statement about us that we also have to receive, like the tree receives sunshine for its growth, nourishment, that it might be fruitful. We allow God to care for us. We allow God to care for us in receiving the care from others, the kind words, the gentle breezes, the warm sun, the nourishment from its surroundings. And then it will bear fruit because it was cared for. So then because we are a good tree, we will not criticize other trees, is what Jesus is saying. Out of the heart, the mouth speaks. Out of the roots and the trunk of a tree trees, does itself, blesses, encourages, gives life. What else would you want to do? That's the fruitfulness of the tree of Jesus, the tree that we are grafted onto to give life, to be a presence, to be a welcome, to be pleasant as a tree is. Look at that beautiful tree. And it receives sunshine, it receives snow and frost, in our culture at least. It is a receiver in order to be a giver. What a perfect description of a follower of Jesus. We receive his care that we might care. We receive his light that we might be a light. Mary Oliver, in a poem called Trees, says it very well, I think. I do not read it all, but around me the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches. And they call out again, "It's simple," they say. "And you, too, have come into the world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine." Mary Oliver is saying the words of Jesus. Let yourselves be cared for. Care for yourselves, for your spirit, for your branches, for your arms, for your face, that you might reveal the goodness of God, that you might shine and give life. What a perfect way. Not to go to the Eucharist, but to leave with the Eucharist, to be a tree of peace, a tree of presence, a tree of welcome, a tree of fruitfulness.